The scenes after the game were maybe the greatest I'd ever seen in my life. That was the first time I'd ever seen that, and that's a memory that will remain with me.
It was packed with the Hibs fans, so it was tremendous memories for the 6 years it played that night, so I wouldn't mind a bit more of that on Sunday.
For a bit more of the same, Hibs will first have to beat Rangers, and they know how it's done.
Keith Leighton with a header, and Hibs are ahead!
Hibs were the last team in Scotland to inflict cup defeat on Rangers 2 years ago in the league semi. Keith was the right man for that job, just as he was in the final. This the goal against Dunfermline, which clinched the cup, but the pressure against old firm opponents will be very different this time.
It'll be a lot harder. I think Murdo McLeod once says that Rangers are a harder team when the silverware's there to be won. So I think it'll be a harder game for us on Sunday, but the way we're playing, we're looking forward to it, and we're going in full of confidence.
There's none more confident in the current crop of new boys than Kevin McAllister. On target twice in the quarter-final against Thistle, the winger now has Rangers and Europe in his sights.
There's always that chance of going into Europe as well, and if a club like Hibs can get into Europe in October, well, it's a bonus for the club. I think if we win, I think it'll give everybody else a lift, that they're no unbeatable. Obviously if we get beat, everybody was saying, well, they'll get the treble again, so I think it's important for the rest of the clubs in Scotland that we can get a result on Sunday.
Well played, McAllister evading the bowling challenge. He's moving at pace. Darren Jackson.
Darren Jackson's winner in the semi-final was a sweet moment against his old club Dundee United, but at Hibs he's teamed up in an overtly attack-minded side with another ex-Tannadice colleague, Michael O'Neill.
There's so much a weight off Michael's shoulders. He's enjoying his football, he's playing absolutely out of his skin. So I'm pleased for him for the time he went through at United.
We have, as you say, a very attack-minded team, and really every game we play in, we feel as if we're going to score. And even like Saturday, we didn't play particularly well against Celtic, but we always felt we were going to score, and that's a good thing to have. That even if we're not playing, you know, as well as we can, and we're battling that there, we're liable to score a goal, which is, you know, a good thing to have.
In fact, Hibs have failed to score in only 2 matches this season. Their form up front may have shaded slightly of late, but in compensation, they've been giving little away at the back. Again, new blood is making the difference there too. Jim Leighton's form has infused confidence and calm throughout the side. Now he's ready to settle an old score against Rangers. In his last Scottish final with Aberdeen in 1987, the Ibrox team drew 3 each with the Dons in a classic League Cup final, but Leighton lost out on penalty kicks.
It was the best cup final by a long way I've ever played in. It was a fabulous game. And to have lost on penalties, it was a bit harsh, but we'll make sure it doesn't happen this time, hopefully.
You're quite in form for the old penalty shootout anyway. It wouldn't really trouble you, I wouldn't imagine.
Well, before the Thistle game, I'd faced 16 penalties and shootouts and saved 1, so I think I was due 1.
Perhaps too, Leighton's due a little cup final luck. Both he and Hibs are ready for Rangers.
Well played, McAllister evading the bowling challenge. He's moving at pace. Darren Jackson.
League Cup finalists on top of the table. Both Hibs and Darren Jackson are enjoying their days in the sun.
Just now, over the last week or so, things have went well personally. 4 goals in a week, so I'm pleased with that. But the team, it's really enjoyable just now, going out every Saturday, Wednesday as well, and performing, because like there's only a couple of games this season we've not scored goals, and it's really enjoyable going out and playing now.
Part of an instinctive attacking side, Jackson's strengths are self-evident. But even he'd admit that it's not just his feet that do the talking on occasion.
I feel that he gets caught up in the game, and I feel that with his experience he should know better. But as far as discipline goes off the park, he's a good liver. His wife keeps him in check. He'll hate me for saying that, but she does. The important thing is Dan's a good technical player. He knows the movement that a striker should be doing, and he's definitely created goal chances for us.
Jackson's been creating and taking chances for both Hibs and before that for United, but he's never been fully in the international spotlight. On standby for the Italy game in midweek, now he knows what he wants.
I'll be going for a place in the squad for Malta. If I get selected, it'd be tremendous. that's definitely my ambition just now.
Has that always been your long-term ambition?
Oh, definitely. I've not played for Scotland at any level, so to be capped at full level would crown it.
It's an optimistic time for Jackson, for Hibs and the Easter Road fans who are queuing out the door for tickets to watch their table toppers.
The football's been excellent. Other teams like Rangers and that, they've got the players who've had their injuries and that. But certainly, I think we'll stay there, hopefully. Brilliant. We're going to stuff Rangers in the final. Definitely.
Confident about that, clearly.
Edit that, please.